Hi everybody, and welcome into the Weekly Warrior Preview. I'm Donette Logan with Jerry Young. And Jerry, something that stands out to me at Thompson is our academic success.
Wow, you're not kidding.
I mean, it's not just in the classroom. I mean, our athletes are also so successful. So this show is going to be a little different this week.
Yeah, well, there's so many great teachers, administrators in this program. We have a tendency, of course, to talk about sports and state championships and all that, but the real meat of it is in the classroom.
It actually is. And so we're going to talk to Miss Pam Vickers about that and how athletes balance it all. But first, a word from our sponsors.
For quality pest control service from an experienced and reliable company, Mr. Bugs offers residential and commercial pest and termite control service. Mr. Bugs Pest Patrol, 205-663-1919.
Brooklear Pharmacy on Highway 119 is a full-service pharmacy that provides top-quality products and hometown service at competitive prices. The Brooklear family has been in business for more than 50 years and is proud to be a part of Alabaster.
At Albritton and Artavino Family Dentistry, we know how valuable your time is. So if it's a crown you need, let us take care of it with our same-day crown service. We have the latest technology allowing us to build your custom crown right here in our office while you wait. Albritton and Artavino Family Dentistry is here to serve you.
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. Jerry, we're doing things a little different this week, and what made me want to do this is Zach Sims, our future quarterback for Thompson, he got inducted to the math club. It may seem like a small task. To do that, you could not have a C in that class ever, on any assignment, any homework, any test. So here's a guy who's balanced football and academics and never had a C on one thing in math to have this honor. So when I saw that, I thought, our athletes have so much on their plate.
Yeah, they do, and the people behind the athletic department are the ones that help them to get there.
Absolutely. One person who's kind of balancing it all and kind of helping them know where to go and what they need improvements on is Miss Pam Vickers. So I want to talk to her about the academic success we have at Thompson for our athletes and the tools they have. We've kind of moved to Thompson High School, and I have Miss Vickers with us, and I wanted to kind of change up our tone a little bit on Weekly Warrior Preview and talk about academics and athletes. And I do this, something I say all the time, is people tend to forget these guys are more than just stats on the field. And I wanted to kind of bring in a twist on our show and talk about what they do. Let's start with our valedictorians and salutatorians. Huge accomplishments for athletes. How many of those do you have?
Right. This year we have 539 students in our senior class, and of that we have 159 valedictorians. About half of those are athletes or members of the band, color guard, or majorettes.
That's in salutatorian side?
And salutatorians, we have about 22 salutatorians. Half of those are athletes or members of the band.
Now, what does it take to have that recognition at graduation?
To be a valedictorian, you have to be pursuing our highest diploma endorsement, which is the advanced endorsement with honors. It requires 2 years of the same foreign language. It requires chemistry, pre-calculus or higher math, and it requires 6 semesters of advanced placement or dual enrollment courses.
Now, those are rigorous classes, the homework load, and these students are also balancing their athletes being practiced and during the season and postseason work.
Right.
How do they do it all?
I don't know. I think it says a lot for our students, for our athletes, for those students, for their parents, and the commitment that they have made, because they are not only practicing all the time here, but they're going home doing homework, and then on the weekends they're at camps or they're at special events or competitions, and so their season really never ends when it comes to perfecting their talent.
I travel a lot, and people ask me about Thompson, and the first thing they say is, "Oh, football, wrestling." But our academics, to me, they're like probably the best you have in the state.
Right.
Why do you think we put so much pressure behind that side of things when we are succeeding so much on the football field?
I believe that, without the academic side of things, there is no football team because they have to be eligible, not only eligible to play here under the Alabama High School Athletic Association guidelines, but also the guidelines we've set forth here for them to be eligible. And then they're looking at a bigger picture. All of our athletes starting in as early as 8th grade are looking at a bigger picture of being Division I eligible. And I always tell them, if you're Division I eligible to play a sport, you can do anything you want to do because the requirements are so rigorous.
Now, you mentioned part of those requirements for valedictorian, and one of those options was the dual enrollment classes.
Correct.
We had a lot of our athletes that graduated early. Mm-hmm. Why do they do that?
Well, for an athlete, they're a tremendous benefit to a coach or to a potential team because they can start as early as January. I know we had 11 mid-year graduates who were athletes, and their sole purpose was to be able to join a team in January. So they graduated in December, had a very short Christmas break, and then immediately joined their team in January so that they could be there for spring practice and get some workouts. I know that we even had a couple of players who were able to go to bowl games and not participate in those games, but practice with the team and kind of get a feel for what that's like and become part of that family right out of the gate.
You know, I joke, when I was in school, we'd have our teachers kind of work with the athletes because they wanted us to be able to play on Friday nights. I look at the teachers at Thompson, and they really want to work with these students, and it's not just for what they're doing on the field. Like, these teachers genuinely want to see our students succeed. Right. When you're finding teachers that invest in our students like that, what are you looking for?
I believe you're looking for someone who can understand the demands that the students have from an academic perspective, with teachers who are realizing that they have 6 other classes that they're working with, not just their class, but then also helping raise their bar all the time and helping them understand that they can get to that next level. Because again, athletics and extracurriculars are great, but it means nothing if you don't have the academic portfolio to go along with it.
Absolutely. Not all of our athletes are going to play at the next level. They have other plans, and I want to talk to you about that. But first, we'll take a short break.
Now, we all know, Tim, you sell real estate, but you also do a lot in the community. Talk to us about your community support program.
Hey, any teacher, school, coach, or sports team out there that needs a sponsor, we're here to help invest and put it back into our community. So make sure you give us a call if we can help your team, your teacher, or your school. So go Warriors!
Shelby Fence Company is a local family-owned business serving Shelby County and surrounding areas since 1989. You can count on our team of highly experienced installers to give you quality products, expert installation, and friendly customer service. For your next fence project, remember Shelby Fence Company in Alabaster.
Serenity Salon and Spa in Helena offers hair services for men and women, facials, makeup application, and waxing. Book an appointment at serenity-salonandspa.com or call 205-624-2030. Visit them at 123 8th Place in Helena.
Showcase your personal style at LJ's Retail Therapy. Shop their selection of clothing, shoes, gifts, and accessories in-store and online. Visit them on Highway 119, 7 days a week in Alabaster beside Publix or at ljsretailtherapy.com.
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview, and we're still with Ms. Vickers. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this. We talked earlier a little bit about the academic success our athletes have had for this class, and I want to continue on that some. We've got Ivy League schools, academies. Where are some of the schools our students are going?
They're all over the place. Of course, we always have a lot of students who go to the schools here within our state, UAB, Troy, South Alabama, Alabama, Auburn, and so forth. But we're seeing our students branch out more and more. We send students to the University of Chicago, to Northwestern, to Harvard and Yale, and to military academies. It's not unusual at all anymore for our students to be really all over the country.
Yeah, I know you've got Grant Hopkins last year. He's at the Naval Academy playing basketball. I mean, you've got so many. You got a wrestler going this year to Columbia. And, you mentioned earlier Jeremy Alexander's going to Alabama. And no matter what the talent is on the field, they have to have the ACT scores. They have to have the academics to get into these schools. And that's something you guys are, I know ACT-wise, how are you helping these athletes prepare for that?
Well, we're helping all of our students by providing them with ACT prep on a regular basis. Just today, there's a boot camp going on for our students who are juniors who are about to take the ACT, and that's open to any of the students who want to. But sometimes with our athletes, we're able to do some additional prep and things to help them get ready for their
for the ones that are not going to move on and play sports, because for some, this is it, they're done here, they don't want to play anymore.
That's right.
But you guys have different things in place that blows my mind, the academies we have, to kind of help them get a jump start. Can you tell me a little bit about those academies?
Yes. We have quite a number of academies, engineering academies, education academies, a health science academy. We want the rationale behind those academies being developed was to give students a preview of what life might be like in that academy. For example, you don't want to realize that you don't like blood when you're in your second year of nursing school. So they get to see that right here at Thompson High School. They get to experience, they get to have some certifications and things. They can walk away from here as a paramedic, as a patient care tech. They can walk away with Microsoft certification. They can walk away with industry credentials that they can take directly into the workplace and into a job, because not everyone is college bound.
Right.
And for those students who aren't college bound, we have opportunities, job partnerships in place, and we're working more and more with that to try to get 100% of our students headed somewhere in the right direction after high school.
I was going to mention that I know you have the health academies and the, engineering, but you also have a law enforcement one, and I think you guys have like a tech one too as well, right?
Correct.
So
That's correct.
And that's a big demand.
Absolutely.
And I mean, if anybody knows how to work hard, it's our athletes.
That's right.
And that's a hard field to go into, because I think I walked by and I saw car engines out there one day, and I was like, oh wow, these guys are really hands-on. Right. Now, I know it's a lot of balance, and I'm sure you have the students come in here and kind of ask, am I doing it right? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? What else do I need to do? Who do you have in place to help with that? I know we're counselors. How do you guys walk through those steps, those athletes, to kind of keep them mentally there?
I have a great team of fellow counselors. There's a counselor for each grade level. There's myself as a college. I specifically handle college counseling and NCAA eligibility. We also have a career coach who can help them to determine what path they want to go on as far as career. So lots and lots of resources available to help them to get that point. And one thing I believe we're doing better than ever is helping to prepare our students earlier. It is not unusual for me to meet with an 8th grade parent who wants to make sure they're doing it right and wants to make sure, because there's nothing worse, particularly as an athlete, waiting around until the last minute, realizing you need a course that there's not enough time to take, or realizing that GPA is not exactly where it needs to be to get to your goal.
Right.
And so making sure that we're all a team and we're all on the same page from the beginning makes that transition to college, the workforce, military, whatever your plans are, easier.
So for someone who says to me again, oh, I know Thompson because of football and wrestling or athletics, what do you want them to know about the academic side?
I want them to know that we are focused on academics, and athletics is icing on the cake.
I think that pretty much sums it up. Ms. Vickers, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back.
Mainline Heating and Air Conditioning has been providing quality products since 1989. They love giving back to the community, and they service all of the greater Birmingham area. Call them today or go to mainlineheating.com. Do you know the science behind killing COVID-19 and other viruses? I don't either, but I do know who to trust. Wellis Air has patented technology inside their air disinfection purifier that removes 99.9% of existing viruses, bacteria, allergens, moles, odor, and VOCs on surfaces and in the air. The sun's ultraviolet rays are combined with moisture in the air to create atmosphere hydroxyls to clean and protect your environment. Most people will never understand that statement, but everyone wants the air they breathe to be clean and safe. The folks at Wellis Air have patented technology that cleans the air and surfaces in your home or office. To learn more, go to myenvirosol.com.
Gym Time is celebrating Thompson High School's 100-year anniversary by giving away 100 gym memberships. If you're an Alabaster City School student or employee, just go to gymtime.fitness and click on the 100 for 100 giveaway tab to register for your free 1-year membership. Now is your chance to get fit at Alabaster's premier fitness center. And remember, we're only giving away 100 memberships, so don't miss out. That's Gym Time's 100 for 100 giveaway. Go to gymtime.fitness and click on the 100 for 100 giveaway tab, or call us at 205-624-4040. Open 7 days per week with 24-hour access. What time is it? Gym Time.
Jerry, it's been a busy month, and I'm so glad we were able to kind of look at some different aspects of our athletics here on the show this month.
Absolutely. Of course, we kept up with some stats and balls and strikes and wins and losses, but, overall, this has been a great little month of shows here, including the interviews.
Absolutely. We hope you'll join us next month here on Alabaster Living and Weekly Wear Preview. Until then, shop by our sponsors. Check them out. They're what helps us keep going, so we can bring you some stories and news like this. We'll see you next time.